Hi, my name is Tracy Hines. Happy holidays to you all. I just want to briefly talk about marriage and family. But first, I would like to give you some information about increase in life and faith. Life with succinct, spirit-inspired teachings, empowering and uplifting. Chapman says love is patient and kind, not jealous or boastful, or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable, and it keeps no record of being wrong. When you fail to express love, your partner and you have sinned. Alport had argued that character and personality are distinct entities. The reason why I bring this up is because he mentions that character is a moral category that is referred to the self when viewed from an ethical perspective. Personality, on the other hand, referred to the objective self, the fundamental adjustment patterns that an individual had formed over the course of his or her experience. That means, in the moral category, referred to self, that ethical perspective is very important when you're dealing with clients and people from different ethnicities and cultures all over the world. There are all different levels of issues and problems that come to fruition when you are dealing with eradicating the problem. But first you have to find out what's wrong. Feeling overwhelmed? Ask yourself these questions. Who am I? And who will I become? How much can I take during these difficult times? Who can I turn to without the embarrassment? Think about this. I'm a psychologist in training. We deal with different people every day. We're talking to people, we're listening to them. So when a person or client comes in, they're expressing their issues with someone like me who understands without prejudice and judgment. They're talking to me, a professional who's willing and able to give you a chance to talk about your problems and concerns without interruption. This brings us to the benefits in marriage. There are quite a few benefits in marriage, but these stand out the most. Social acceptance, companionship, love, sex, provision for children, economic advantage, and security. In order for you to gain happiness and quite a few happy anniversaries, you have to have these points in place. But there's something else. There's a new revolution in the family structure. We have the issues and the findings. Cohabitation is prevalent these days. It's easy to come together in a place, shack up. It's convenient because what happens is there's no contract between two people, and in a relationship, it's easy to leave. Same-sex families and marriages are emerging. But in Leviticus, the Lord said, "Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination." Then we have the single mothers and fathers who are either struggling or successful with raising their children. But it depends on the situation and conditions. The top reasons why parents are not well represented, or rather they're giving up on their children, is the internet, social media, and the key factors to why family structure is falling apart gradually by cyberspace. Cyberspace now taking care of children. Children believe what they see and hear on the TV or on the internet more so than the rules that are being set down, if there are any being set down in the family home. So these issues, this is where I come into play. I have to find innovative ways to how to build back this family structure. But the only way that's going to happen is if somebody comes seek me out to find a way to get their family back on their feet. What researchers are saying about marriage and family today, we have here a graph that shows the percentage of what the general public is saying. And it's a very important reason to get married. And we have love, which is the top, 88%. And 81% are saying they're making a lifelong commitment. They're shacking up again. Companionship. Usually companionship is like where people are like 40 and up. Just want to have somebody around. Having children has become less and less. That's 50% because people are more into themselves. It's too much trouble to have children to take care of. It could be a problem if it doesn't work out and the family splits up. So that's another problem. And relationships in religious ceremonies, that's dwindling down tremendously. So we have financial stability and legal rights. Those two come into contact because, for one, you have to spend money. Two, and if the relationship doesn't work out, then you have people going to court for children, child support, and if it's no children involved, then you have your husband and wife. They need money, and most of the time the woman's always complaining, so she needs it. This is what they're saying about marriage today. It's not like it used to be. So, as a child psychologist, therapist, or a consultant, a counselor, we have to isolate, identify, and eradicate, trap the problem, determine what the problem is, and get rid of it. That looks easy, as you can see, but it's not that easy. It takes a while. So as a consultant psychologist in family and marriage, I personally love talking to people, and I naturally have an empathy for them. Carefully, I'm listening and giving them advice in hopes that it will all work out for their situation as sessions progress. As a person who loves and is an emotional creature like myself, performing my duties with sensitive individuals is crucial. So what that is I have to satisfy that client by listening carefully, following my ethical perspectives, and continuing my studies and education throughout the course of time that I am a licensed professional. Interpretation through the languages. I have to learn to teach many voices who want to be saved from all over the world. That's kind of hard for one person, but if you teach one, you reach one, you teach one. And Jesus went all about the cities and the village, teaching among the people. You can read that in Matthew chapter 9, verse 35, because Jesus is the absolute expression of perfection when it comes to people. He just wants us to learn how to help each other get through. But if we can do it theologically and with love, without pressure, without judgment, it could get done. But you can do it one person at a time. My name is Tracy Hines. Thank you for listening. Happy holidays.